It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cardinals and the Vikings. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaughan alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And not the start he was hoping for there. So maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take one of the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He is off to an unfathomable start throwing the football, throwing the two passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leader. Oh, Connor loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Searching 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Some more great football coming your way in prime time. From Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Murray now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now. Again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. To to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense have got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he's brought down. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. On second and goal, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff in the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that part there. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts them all in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Off the play fake, Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A first down throw for Cousins. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray a give. This is Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown in this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Cousins on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. As great as it's been for the offense, offense. You got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is playing?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Forced out to his left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.
yards.